Okay, I guess I'll have to go back. Okay, I realized I was live. Hello, everyone. Shout out to Dorian being the first one in the chat. Hey, brother, BKNY, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Yeah, Dr. Zero got some things to say today, and that we should. It's important that we should take notice of these certain things because that is part of growing, part of living. But one of the things I do want to talk about is all these little groups and their little ideologies. And what really had me going, was that I see more than some of these other groups is they got a whole little gender war going. And it's not just with black people, it's with all groups of people. You see the groups that have ideology that sounds good when you hear it, but then when it goes into practice, going to practice, I'm going to sound like boy Barack Obama. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yes, I am doing well. I guess my do trying to do Dr. Phil. I need to practice on that a little bit. But yes, you got these groups. There we go. You got these groups that all they're trying to do is argue with each other. You got the feminists that say they won't. You got these feminists that say they want equality, but they, not all, but the more extreme ones hate men. What's up with that? What's going on with that? You know, Man hate ain't the way. You know, just like guys that like say that for men. The more extreme ones hate women. Woman hating ain't the way. What's going on here? You know, these groups are crazy. And they should get therapy, but YouTube is not therapy. You want therapy, you go to a therapist. If you can't afford one, I think there is, and you can just talk to a licensed therapist. Talk to a licensed therapist. Have them, have them, figure out what the world, what the what. I don't look at you comment, but what the problem is, and hopefully work it out because this is craziness. Yes, like you said, BKNY or Brooklyn. This is craziness. You see all these different groups that when they're more polarized, they're more polarized. Their ideologies conflict with what they actually their actual views are conflicting with what they really mean. I mean, I can give you another example. In politics, the Republicans say they want to help. They want everybody to be more self-sufficient and by their bootstraps. But it seems like they're always trying to protect the rich. You know, because they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. That means You need to pull that they get all the help they need because they pull themselves up by their bootstraps. But what about the people down there who need a little help? What about those people? You know, they that help everybody, but and they give out handouts because they know well not they know they believe that the people cannot help themselves. So they say, well, you need a handout because we feel sorry for you and we want you to still be under our control. We don't respect you, but we feel like we need to take care of you like your pets. And that is crazy. You know, that's insanity. I mean, how many people actually, I mean, how do people believe this stuff? And I will go more in depth into that and I'll work on my voice a little bit more. I'll work on my voice a little bit more next time you see me. You know, hopefully it'll sound the way it needs to sound. But you have all these polarizing movements or groups, and people cling to, like I said, like feminism, like Democrats, Republicans, religion, all the polarizing groups are actually the ones contradicting with their actual mission statement. And when they do believe in when the people believe in the mission statement and don't see the actions behind it, people still buy into it. And I think I understand why they. I think I understand. I think why. I think it's because. How you doing, April? Welcome to the Doctor Zero show. I should have renamed this to the Doctor Zero show, but we can keep it where it is right now. Maybe I'll change it later. Who knows? But yes, the but yeah, but I said I think I know the reason. The reason why they are why so many people get stuck in these groups and don't want to necessarily believe any facts that come out about said groups that would contradict what they're trying to say is because they have put too much time and energy into it. And if they find out that what they believe isn't true, then they will feel like they have spent all that time and energy into, I mean, all for nothing. Spend all the energy, all the time and energy, into for nothing. And they don't want to feel like their time wasn't. Oh, I done had a brain for it. I got the trade. I got to wait for the trade to come back. All right, but let me see who's in the chat. Oh, Dorian, you're back. Okay, I see you. But yeah, see, yeah, all for nothing, and they don't want to go back to nothing because then they feel like they have nothing else to believe in. So yes, when I see something and they do this, it's really sad to see that. And yes, there is a lot of hatred coming from some of these groups. And I remember hearing the saying that how you tell the group from what a group represents themselves best from their extremists. If the extremists are crazy, that means deep down, whatever group they're in must have a crazy ideal. But you always see people, who people who have, see anybody that even they have different opinions, they generally gravitate towards those that are neutral. You know, those ideologies that fall into balance. And when they when they have a balanced ideology, it allows more room for growth. More balanced conversations, more open-ended conversations, and it really allows people to really express themselves in positive, more harmony. Maybe there'll be some arguing, maybe there'll be some discord, but there will probably be, most likely, there'll be something in place to balance all that out, even if something like that comes up. And to like a lot of to these polarizing groups, balance can be the enemy. Someone comes in there with a balanced opinion and their own thoughts and ideas that contradict what they're saying, but respecting their opinion at the same time. I mean, a lot of groups don't like that. It's scary to them, especially if they have these echo chambers. And these echo chambers are very dangerous because they're just repeating the same talking points over and over again, not allowing for any new talking points to exist unless the said new talking points are helpful to the echo chamber. And to see these type of groups happening, a lot of people who are tired of these polarizer groups that want to just get away for a minute, they like to grab. Although polarizing groups can be more attractive. Oh, hey Tina, how you doing? Even though they can be more attractive and be more, I guess say magnetic. Like someone say that you get closer to the well, I guess in some ways you get close to the truth by seeing the extremes. But even then, when you're balanced, you can see all the sides of a conversation. And even the saying that it's polarized, they say there's two sides to a conversation. Yes, there are two, just like there are two sides of a flapjack, but they're both the same flapjack. So yes, there are two sides to everything, but really, I mean that that's the same, but there really are three sides to everything. There's there's your side, their side, and the truth. And I mean that's how it goes. I mean, if you really think about it, that's really what happens. Like, there's your side, there's their side, and there's what really happened. And when we have that, pretty much, we can have better conversations because people are people are actually sharing ideas. You got to actually listen to each other. You can't just be like, "Oh yeah, let me hear what you got to say," and then not really listen and just want to counter. You got to listen. You got to take it in. You gotta you gotta actually understand. Listen with your ears, not with your mouth. The creator gave you two ears to listen. He didn't give you he didn't give you the mouth. You're not supposed to listen with the mouth. How you gonna listen with the mouth? You're supposed to speak with the mouth. But yes, yes. But I think and I think if anybody wants to join me, I think I'll put down the link. You can come up on and talk with Dr. Zero. If not, you can. If not, I think I may end it soon. But I felt like this should be something to talk about. Like I said, if you want to come and chat with Dr. Zero, you're more than welcome to. Now, yes, yes. So yeah, like so pretty much, you just have to, yeah, like I said, just more for understanding to create more, unified groups, and stop all this bickering and hatred, and let's just understand and start loving on one another. Can we do that? Can we start loving on one another? Can I get an amen? Can we start loving one another? I feel like a preacher right now. Feel like a black preacher right now. Can we start loving one another? Can I get an amen? Oh, I think the black started. I think the black started coming out of me. Can we get an amen? But yeah, I'm gonna give it a few more. I'm gonna give it about like another minute, and I think I'm finna go. But it was nobody wants end it because see this brother gets it. He gets it. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I not as Dr. Zero, of course, not as Dr. Zero, of course, but I remember when I had a conversation on my old channel about AIs, and everybody argued with me on that when I said they were new forms of life. They didn't try to see from my point of view. Well, most of them didn't, but one person actually did. After she came in with a balanced viewpoint. Now she was disagreeing, but she did hear what I had to say and understood what I was saying. Now I don't know about I think she may have seen my point of view. I mean, she may have came to my side of the point of view, or at the very best, she completely understood and seen it a different way. But I think we should end this right now. I think this we done had a good show. I think we should give the shout outs to the lovely cast members. that have came in to the chat. Yeah, shout out to, we'll give shout outs to Dorian, shout out to BKNY, shout out to Abel Showers, shout out to Tina Bailey. And I think that's pretty much it. So, with that, wholeness and balance vibrations, people. And see you on the next show of Dr. Zero. Y'all have yourselves a great night. Adios.